Hey Libra, and all of you with strong Libra placements. My name is Alyssa, and welcome to Eclectic Duality. Hi Libras, this is going to be a reading for the sign of Libra for the month of May. But as usual, keep in mind that energy is fluid, time is an illusion, roles can be reversed, and this may not be your story. And that's okay, there's so many amazing readers out there. One of them will resonate with you. And if you don't like the story that you hear, change the outcome. It is that simple. All right, Libra, let's get right into it. So, when I tapped into your energy, the first thing that came to my mind was that you guys have had something really wonderful happen to you. Now, for some of you, it's something wonderful in love. Some of you, it's something wonderful in career. It could have been an opportunity and something you're passionate about. There's so many different things. Good news. Something really wonderful has happened for you, probably at the end of April going into May. But now, after that initial warm feeling of happiness and just surprise that you got this and just this kind of honeymoon feeling, I see that all of a sudden you guys just tense up. It's like you are expecting the other shoe to drop. It's almost like, oh, this must be too good to be true. This can't be this good. This can't be as good as it seems. It simply can't be. And so you guys now are basically bracing for impact, is what I'm seeing. And there's almost like this knot in my stomach, that kind of anxious feeling that you get in your stomach, that butterflies. It's just an uncomfortable feeling. But that is not real, Libra. That fear is not real. Okay, it feels real because you're basically causing a physical or an emotion to manifest physically by causing discomfort in your body. But truth is that you're fearing something that hasn't happened. Okay, and from what I'm feeling, this person, this situation, this opportunity, this gift, it's given you no reason to believe that it is anything that what it says it is or what it seems to be. So let's get right into it, Libra. Let's get our general messages and story for the sign of Libra for the month of May 2020. Ooh, lots of cards. Move these just a bit here. Yeah. I see you being a little bit stubborn in this, Libra. A lot of you are just going, no, I know something's wrong. I know something's wrong. This is just too good to be true. No other relationship, no other situation, in particular like this, has ever turned out well, and this will be no exception. Now I got to brace for impact. I got to basically tense up. And I got to, be a little apathetic to it. Don't get too attached. No, Libra, no. I've been kind of, if I remember correctly, I've been channeling that kind of energy for you guys for the last couple months. In fact, I remember doing a reading a couple months back where you guys were really getting that love that you were looking for, that it was walking in, that this could be the one, that kind of energy. Really wonderful. And then, if I remember correctly, the next month after that was about you guys thinking about walking away from something really good. Maybe because you don't believe it. I don't quite remember, to be honest with you, Libra, but I feel like this is just a continuation of whatever that was that I tapped into the first time. I basically, with this Ten of Wands and the Knight of Wands and the Chariot, Magician in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, King of Swords in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles, that whole line, okay? I basically see that you guys are choosing to lie to yourself. I don't know how else to put that. You're choosing to basically take this fear that you have and put it in and basically manifest it into your reality. So you're kind of you're taking that fear and you're putting it on the person, situation, opportunity, gift that you've been given. And I basically see that you're carrying around this extra burden, wands, that you don't need to carry. And it's just kind of, you know, if you let this overwhelm you, if you let this manifest in this kind of way, I basically seeing it causing a blockage. And that blockage can cause either one, this gift to slip away, or two, it will have to go away so that it can come back later. And basically until you clear that blockage. So if you allow this fear to really run your life, run your emotions, play havoc with your mind, I basically see, like I said, with this 3 of Cups in reverse, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse right next to it and the 4 of Pentacles. No matter how tightly you hold on to it, it will disappear. Now, it's not to say it'll be gone forever, but it will go away because you no longer have made space for it in your life. You're basically putting out into the universe that this is not what you want because of that fear that you're broadcasting. Okay? So it's really, really, really important in the month of May that you acknowledge these fears that you're having, and then come to the realization that they're not real. Okay? This fear only has power in your life if you allow it to. Okay? Because if you can, take this opportunity instead to nurture this gift, nurture this connection with this person, nurture this new, career or new abundance. We have, the 7 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles here. If you can take proper advantage of this opportunity, you could have the full deal. I mean, we have the 10 of Pentacles and the King of Cups right there. I basically see emotional fulfillment and then financial stability, or just stability in general, abundance, a new start and happiness. But you really have to balance your emotions. You really have to balance, your brain and your thoughts and all of that. You have to find a way to quiet that voice. And I just heard in my mind, I don't have to do anything. Well, Libra, that's true. This is your story. This is your choice. But I'm telling you, if this is your story, if this resonates, and you'll know in your gut whether or not this is your story, you had something wonderful come in, okay, and whatever form it took. And at first you were so grateful. It was wonderful. There was this just really happy, content feeling, kind of that honeymoon excitement as well, whether it's romance or career or any of that. And then all of a sudden, this little voice said, yeah, this is too good to be true. Remember that last relationship? Remember that last career? Remember the last time you got a gift like this? Remember how that turned out? And then you start kind of listening to that voice a little bit more. And then the volume on that voice gets a little bit louder every single day, every single hour, until all of a sudden it's your voice, broadcasting that same lie. Okay? This person, this situation, this career is as good as it seems. Okay? Don't let it slip through your fingers because of fear. Okay? Take advantage of this opportunity. Appreciate it for what it is and realize that it is as good as it seems, Libra. And you are deserving of such a wonderful gift and such a wonderful opportunity, such a wonderful connection. You are so deserving of that kind of love, abundance, stability, whatever this is. All right, Libra. So I wanted to try a little bit of a new format for my monthly readings. I felt like the general message, yeah, it was great. It was a general message, but I wasn't really getting into the nitty gritty, going into, specific areas of the life. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some more cards specifically for your career in the month of May. Your career, stability, financial abundance, that kind of stuff. How that's going to kind of play out in the month of May. I feel like all these cards want to come out, but they just aren't. Oh, and then we get 10 million cards. I spoke too soon. Probably shouldn't take all these, but I don't like to put them back. I feel like I'll miss a message if I do that. Okay, so this is kind of all right. So I have the 10 of Swords in reverse, and then I have Death right next to it. Then I have the Seven of Wands right next to that, and the Knight of Wands right next to that, with the Page of Swords, the Three of Wands in reverse. With that, I basically see that you guys are delaying an ending that you know needs to happen. You guys are being stubborn. You might have people, I'm just going to keep it real, Libra. I love you, so I got to keep it real. There might be people around you who are telling you this is not the job for you. This is not the area for you. You know, your stability, whether it's financial or emotional stability, any of that is suffering because of this area. And some of you are actually a little bit combative in response, very, very stubborn. You want to defend, what you've worked for. If this is your career, you're defending it, saying, no, I can't. I'm not moving on from this. I put so much time and effort. If this is about something financially, same thing. You're feeling very agitated when people bring up this situation. And the reason you feel agitated is because you know they're right. If this is a job, every single day at this job almost, at the end of the day, you feel drained, you feel exhausted. And it's not just from working hard, there's an emotional exhaustion and a draining that this workplace might do to you. And you don't feel fulfilled in that job. It's just you put so much time and effort, you just don't want to leave. And you're just not being honest with yourself that there's no with this Three of Wands in reverse and the Page of Swords right next to it, I think a lot of you are hoping for validation that all the work you've put in is going to manifest into this great opportunity that'll come your way in career, okay? Which this is kind of contrary to the original official message for Libra. But like I said, this is a couple more messages. You'll know if it resonates or not. And you guys are basically waiting for these ships to come in. This is saying these ships aren't going to come in, so why are you sticking around? It's because you don't want to feel or admit that you wasted time in this career. Okay, that's one story. Another story is a lot of you guys know that you need to leave a workplace because you feel like you're constantly battling coworkers, constantly battling management, or, it could be that it just feels like work is a bit of an emotional battle in general. It's a bit of a struggle, and you go home feeling bruised and battered. It could be that there's a lot of drama in your department or your area. I don't know why I said department. Well, in your specific department, not necessarily the company business, but I'm getting very pretty much in your group of people that you work with very closely. There's a lot of drama. There might be a lot of can't really think of the word. Oh, backstabbing. I was like, where's the word? I was going to say something different and it just didn't make sense in my head. So, backstabbing, that kind of stuff, gossip, and it's just making you feel like you're basically wading through tar every single day. Like everything is just an uphill battle. You need to leave. But once again, you might be dragging your feet, hoping that it will get better. It will not, Libra. So if you are having struggles in the work environment, that's what I'm seeing. I also see that some of you, as it is, a lot of us are in quarantine right now. A lot of people are out of work. The other message with that is that a lot of you are fighting to find jobs wherever you can. You're applying everywhere and you're just feeling like you have no luck, in the areas that you're applying. Nobody is even really giving you a shot. What I'm hearing with this is that you need to change your focus to something completely different. A lot of you might be putting a lot of applications and time into very specific workforce areas. For instance, let's say that you're only applying for jobs at a hospital, specifically at doctor's offices. Let's say that you have a medical background and so you're applying at all those places, but you're not getting any bites, okay? Well, this is actually saying, yeah, that's because you're gonna have to put in applications elsewhere. You're gonna have to put out feelers elsewhere, even if it's into a a job that you don't want to do, you know, at this time, you really need to do what you need to do in order to bring in the financial stability that you're looking for. Yeah, I'm pretty much with this Five of Wands, Lovers in reverse, you know, the High Priestess in reverse. I really, once again, you know, you got to be truthful to yourself. This is a combative situation, and really no connection is going to grow here. Okay. So if this is your story for career, if you're having struggles in your career, I'm seeing you know you need to leave it. You know it. Okay. So it's time to really follow through with that. Definitely, this is a hard time to do that. So it might be just a matter of making plans to do that, really starting to make an effort towards doing that. All right, Libra. So I'm going to get a couple cards just to talk about your general connection with people around you, you know, friends, family, I guess coworkers, followers, you know, whatever we got there. You're getting so many cards, Libra. I really feel like May is going to be a pretty packed month for you. There's going to be a lot going on. You're going to stay really, really busy is what I'm kidding. And that busyness will manifest in many different ways. It could be, you know, you're staying busy at work. It could be that you're staying busy actually trying to find a job. And it could be that you're staying busy, you know, with people around you. Well, we're in quarantine, but maybe talking to a lot of people on the phone or whatever. Okay, in terms of your connections with the people close to you, and this is not romance, by the way, this is platonic connections. You guys feel really isolated, you know, and that's pretty understandable with everything going on. You feel isolated, you feel stuck in place, you feel like you're at a pause. And a lot of you, I mean, look at this. We have the Queen of Wands, we have Page of Wands, we have Queen of Swords, we have Page of Cups. You know, this is, and as you can see, they're pretty much all extending something, okay? They're all extending something, whether it's a cup, a wand, a sword. You're basically going, talk to me. You know, I want to talk to you. Hey, I want to hang out. I know we can't, but I wish we could. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to go out. I want to do something exciting. I want to do something passionate. You guys are feeling stir crazy, is what I'm really, really feeling. You just want to, and it's not even just about receiving attention. You want to go out and give attention to other people. You just want connection. Okay. So in terms of that, I see you guys struggling a bit. You feel like it's unfair. You know, you wish you could be around people more. So my advice to you, Libra, is, you know, do what you can to fill up your day. You know, and one thing that's really good to remember is that phones still work. You know, social media is still there. You can still talk to people on the phone. You can still text people. You can still, you know, send them Snapchats. You can do all those things. You could text them, email them if that's what you like, carrier pigeon if that's how you want to do it. You know, you could still talk to people. So in terms of that, you can still communicate. Now, the rest of it, you know, this is really going to be about filling up your day with productive items as much as you can. You know, maybe some of you should try to build something, make something, you know, pick up a new hobby. You know, a lot of people are stuck at home right now or have extra time at home. Maybe it's time to learn something new. You'd be shocked what you can learn on YouTube, okay? You'd be shocked what you can learn on the internet, whether it's learning new languages, learning how to build this, learning how to cook. You know, there's so much out there. Do some research. You will find something to pass the time, and it will be productive as well. All right, Libra. So now let's get some messages. Ooh, knocked over some cards. Let's get some messages about romance in the month of May for you, Libra. This makes sense to me, Libra. When we first opened this message, I think for majority of you, this has to do with romance. I know I said that for some of you, it's career. Some of you, it's, you know, a different kind of gift. And that very well could be. But for majority of you, I'm getting that this is about romance. Hands down. Hands down. You know, with this passion and keeping an open mind right there, you feel a lot of passion and romance and chemistry with this person, okay? This person who you see as a gift, as you see, you know, who you see as something wonderful that's come into your life. You're after you get through that honeymoon feeling, after that voice starts to get really loud, I basically see you guys shutting down, closing off to that person, you know, closing your mind a bit. And then once again, you know, doubting the connection you have with them. And it's not going to be just you comparing other relationships and how they failed to this one in terms of how this can't be as good as it seems. But there's something about this person that is very different than the other relationships you've been in. And a lot of you are going to look at that and be like, oh, well, this has never been my type before. I could see how that wouldn't work out. Yeah, you know, maybe this person and I aren't going to work out because of this, that, and the other. But Libra, think of it this way. The other relationships you were in didn't work out for a reason. Maybe this person needed to be different. As they say, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. In fact, 9 times out of 10, your romantic soulmate that you actually feel the most connected with differs from your usual type and expectation. It's wild, but it's true. You know, and with this engagement and romantic feelings in reverse, I basically see that as you close your mind, you start to feel less connected with them. You start to feel less committed to them. You start to feel less romantic attachment. And like I said, if you allow your fear to overrun this connection, to overwhelm you, and basically cause you to close off to your partner or this person, it could very well slip through your fingers. They could walk away. Now, it's not to say they won't come back when that blockage is cleared, but they might not. And that's something to really, really, really consider, Libra. Okay? Really, really consider that, because this really is as good as it seems. This very well could be the one. And even if it's not the one, quotation mark, it is something wonderful. They are wonderful, okay? Get a couple words of advice for you before we close out the reading. I feel like every deck I pull out for you, it just wants to throw out 10 million cards now. Like I said, I feel like it's just going to be quite the month for you. For some of you, it's going to be, you know, really busy in your physical surroundings. For some of you, you're going to be very emotionally busy. And for some of you, it's going to be, you know, that inner voice keeping your brain busy. So we have, when all seems to fail, try a different way. What did I say? You know, with that one message in terms of career, you know, a lot of you are out of work right now, putting in applications, putting in a ton of work, trying to get a job in very specific career areas. And this is saying, you know, when you fail, don't give up, try a different way, okay? And I think that's also the same when it comes to the other message I got in terms of career specifically, that if you have a lot of that, you know, gossip, toxic environment in the workplace you have, or that workplace is no longer fulfilling you, and it's not really bringing you anything positive, you know, that specific path, don't see it as a failure, but see it as the wrong path for you. So it's time to find a different path, time to walk a different way, okay? We all get this one life, don't waste it walking backwards. I feel like that's really powerful, just talking about this romance message that I'm getting, this message about the gift. We all get this one life. Don't waste it walking backwards. Don't walk back into a time where you didn't have this person, okay? Now, if you decide to do that, that's your choice. This is your life. If you, if this story doesn't resonate with you and this is someone you don't want to be with, you know, do what you got to do. Just keep in mind, this is the advice that I'm getting in particular for Libras, okay? Find peace in watching the snowfall during winter. So, you know, with that, I think it's just talking about trying to calm your mind, find peace in your surroundings. Obviously, it's not winter, at least where I am right now, But this is about really trying to find your emotional balance, your emotional center. There's a lot going on in the world right now. It's very easy to get into an anxious state. So maybe having a little bit of time out in nature, or at least, stepping outside onto your porch or balcony, or opening a window and just feeling the breeze, hearing the birds outside, watching the trees sway, enjoying that sunshine, watching the rain, watching a storm. Like I said, going for a walk with your fur babies if you have dogs, and just getting some fresh air. That can all do wonders, to help you at least clear your mind and try to release some of those toxic negative thoughts. All right, Libra. I see some challenges here for sure, but these are all hurdles and challenges that I basically see you creating for yourself in regards to this message. So, you also have the power to tear down those challenges and move I was trying to say further and forward at the same time, and it came out into a mush. You guys can tear down those hurdles easily. It's all about changing the mindset and quieting that toxic voice. All right, Libra, I love you guys so much. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below and let me know if this resonates with you guys. Have a wonderful May.